Hey guys, I'm back for another pregnancy update. I haven't done one since I was 26 weeks. So this one will be 26, 27, and pretty much 28 weeks. I was finding that not much was changing in those weeks, but a lot has changed this week. Since my last update, I hope that I mentioned that I was getting a bit more tired, and that has just progressively gotten worse. I just had a few days where I was like really teary and I would just cry like that. Just absolutely nothing would set me off. Like I'd be just sitting here and I'd just cry and I just have no energy, and I'm just like, I reckon my iron levels, I reckon it has to have something to do with that, because I just wasn't feeling myself, and I'd gone from being like super productive and motivated and working so hard, and then I just thought that I burnt myself out a bit. I potentially could have been a bit of that. I did have a gut feeling, and I got my blood test results this week and I am low in iron or iron deficient. My ferritin levels, they tested at 8, and then hemoglobin I think is HB, that's 111. Now, I think that that's kind of borderline, but iron is quite low. I also had my vitamin D come back low. I don't have a level of that at all, but it just explains so much. The doctor, it was another doctor again, so I've seen 4 different doctors, I think. She put me on 325 grams of ferrous sulfate every second day. And she said the usual thing, like don't eat it with food. She said definitely don't eat it with milk, like anywhere within a couple of hours of having milk, because it just won't get absorbed. It is recommended to have it with water or orange juice. And I actually don't drink orange juice. I don't like orange juice, which is weird because I love oranges. I went and got the tablets and the vitamin D tablets. She put me on 1,000 units daily. Oh, that's funny. She didn't mention that. I should have read. This is why, she provided me this form with all the different types of iron, and she circled the one to get, so I just took that to the pharmacy. This says please take one of oral iron. So I went and got the tablets and took one that afternoon before dinner, like probably an hour and a half before dinner, and it didn't take long and I felt ill. Like I was sitting there and I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. Like just all of a sudden, like I could hardly eat my dinner. I just felt so sick. And then the next day, it was the worst day of my pregnancy I've ever had. Like I had nothing left. And if I went through every day of my pregnancy feeling like that, I would not be enjoying it. I have enjoyed my pregnancy so much up until probably the last couple of weeks, and I'm still enjoying it. I'm still happy and everything, but I'm not understanding why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling, and it's really frustrating me because I don't want to feel this way. Obviously, I don't want to feel this way. So the day after my tablet, I felt very weak. I had no energy. I felt like my arms and my legs felt dead. You know how after you work yourself really hard at the gym and you just like leave the gym and you get home, you're like, oh, I've got nothing left. Like that's how I felt. I had heaps of waters to pack with Quartz Beauty, and I could only pack a few, and I felt dizzy, so I had to go lay down. Like every time I'd get up, I'd just feel so dizzy, like I was gonna faint. I wasn't hungry, like I just had no appetite, and I cried like 5 times for no reason. I was just like, oh my God, this iron isn't gonna work. Like I need a transfusion, because that was an option that I have to test my iron in a few weeks. And then if it doesn't work, then I need an iron transfusion. And I put a post up on Instagram, and I remember one comment of her saying that she had a transfusion and within 2 weeks she felt amazing, and then she didn't have to go through any of the constipation or the symptoms by taking iron, because it can cause constipation and it can cause you to feel sick as well. That day that I felt really sick, I made sure that I sat out in the sun for 25 to 30 minutes. It was a nice sunny day, and I literally couldn't do anything else but like lay on the couch and cry. Reminded me of my infertility, and I just felt really shit. So I said that night, because I was meant to go out for lunch with my friend the next day, she messaged me and said, oh look, I was just gonna message you saying I'm not feeling too well. I'll see how I am tomorrow, but I might need to go into the clinic. And then the next day I woke up and I felt really good. The other thing that happened during this time is I did have another growth scan, and I didn't get any photos. Like literally the guy just went in and did the scan and didn't really, like, he said what he was doing, but like, I don't know, it wasn't like my previous 21-week scan. The lady was so lovely and she let me take a little video. Like I didn't see baby at all. I just saw like organs and things, like maybe they just do those scans like really quickly, I don't know. And then he actually said, yeah, everything looks good, I'm just gonna go check it on the computer. So I think he took all of the measurements and everything and then just compared them to what is, you know, standard kind of thing. And then so he left me there and I said, did you want me to just lay here? And he's like, yeah, just in case I need a couple more photos. So then I'm laying there and I'm like, I just had this thought, like, is this the part where they bring in another doctor or they tell me something's wrong? Like, I don't know, just throughout this journey, like you just have little twinges where you just worry, don't you? Like, I think it's normal to do that. So anyway, he came back in, he said, yep, everything looks perfect. She was weighing, I think it was 1,170 grams. So last time she weighed 460 grams. So she's like nearly tripled in size. Oh my God, I can't believe it. So I do understand that as their baby gets bigger, they're harder to see what's going on with the ultrasound kind of thing. Like you don't get the big picture, like you get zoom in of things, if that makes sense. And then when I saw the doctor, she actually said that baby is on the 55th percentile. So 50 is bang on average. And she's just like a little smidge bigger than average, which is fantastic. Like I'm so happy with that. Like I don't think I could ask for it to be any better. That was really good news. My blood pressure was fine, like everything else is fine, just apart from my iron and vitamin D. Yeah, I'm still taking the calcium and the aspirin daily as well. So I've just got like 2 more things to add to the list of other things that I'm taking, but like, I mean, I'm just hoping that I can start to feel normal again with taking these iron tablets, because wow, I forgot how shit you can feel without the right supplements. And for me, I know I suffered from anemia when I was 16. It was when I had to go on Roaccutane, and I feel like I've told this story 100 times. I had to go on Roaccutane for my skin, and they did a blood test, and I think my level was 3.5 or 4 or something like that. It was really low, and I didn't pay any attention. I just thought I was tired because I'd come home from school, have a nap on the couch, wake up, have dinner, and then go to bed. And I could hardly keep my eyes open at school. Like, I just thought that it was normal to go through that. Like, I didn't realize. And then, yeah, found that out. And then I went on some iron supplements and felt better, but I can't even remember what ones they were, to be honest. So I'm just like trying to take things easy, not push myself into doing too much. And I'll show you my bump as well, but like I'm also getting bigger, where it's just like last night I did some washing yesterday in the morning, and I said to Dean, I'm like, oh Dean, can you hang out my washing? I can't be bothered, because you have to bend over like and then pick things up and like, you know, continually do that. I'm like, I just am so tired. And he was so kind and he hung out my washing. God bless him. So that was really nice. And it's just like getting harder to, you know, shave my legs and put on tan and like scrub off tan. Like, I just have a feeling she's going to be here around 38 weeks. So I guess there's like 10 weeks to go, 2.5 months. And it's still a long time to be pregnant for, like, I mean, to get bigger and everything. I also want to be prepared in the way of, if she does come early, if something happens, I am prepared. And I just this week started buying stuff to put in my hospital bag, because I didn't even have like a a breastfeeding bra. So I went and got a couple of those and a singlet and just thinking of things that I need to put in my hospital bag, and I haven't washed any of her clothes yet because I was waiting to get her drawers from IKEA, which are not in stock. Can't even get there right now anyway, so I can't find sheets to fit the bassinet, which you guys mentioned in my baby haul video. You're like, those Kmart sheets won't fit, and they were not the right size. So I need to go have a look in Baby Bunting and see, hopefully I can find ones that fit, because it's an odd size. So this is 28, 29 weeks. I feel like we're kind of like on the home stretch. I'm now in my 3rd trimester, if I didn't mention that, which is exciting. I don't know, I just can't wait to meet her. Yeah, like she's kicking all the time now, and I've even been able to see the kicks from outside. I haven't seen any like weird ones, you know, when you see the ones where like you can see their whole foot or something move. I don't know, like they move around. Like I haven't seen that. Hopefully in a few weeks I'm feeling more like myself, and back to normal kind of thing. Like I haven't even been knitting much. I'm knitting a baby blanket. I think I only did like 3 rows this week or something, but this is all I've done so far. I think I did the rest of it in like 2 weeks, and I didn't even have the energy to knit. Like, and knitting is just sitting there and doing it, and I just had nothing. So yeah, hopefully I can feel back to normal and get a little bit more of that done. That's it for this week's update. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.